Number 4, request proposals from the team. I am way out of space here. Request proposals from team. Now again, this may not work in every team situation. Again, if you're the greeters, how many proposals do you need? But, and there's always a but, what if you are getting to the place in your church where you're getting to capacity and you're going to have to either get a bigger building, go to 2 services, or whatever? What are you going to need? You need more teams. So you might get all the greeters together and say, hey, it looks like we're kind of heading toward a time when we're going to have to go to 2 services. Do you think it's a good idea that we all do 2 services? People are going to be going, no. Except there's a few will be going, yeah. But most of them will be going, no. So then what's the answer? Well, we're going to have to replicate ourselves. We're going to have to recruit some people. So then let's talk about how to do that. It might be more of a brainstorming time than a written proposal. I love written proposals, though. Why? Because then I don't have to remember what you said. So written proposals are good, and they answer all sorts of questions. We have a template that is a proposal template, and it's like your name, and here's what this is for, the idea or the direction that was given, and boom, 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 questions to answer along the way. So you don't have to think all those up. You might have more, but then it answers all the questions that we would need to for a proposal to be written well. So this answers the question, how are we going to get there? When the leader gives direction to a team, then that goes back to the team and they come up with the proposal. This means that the leader stays in position. They're not doing all that work. They're not having to think about all of it, but they're entrusting to the team to come back with a proposal that is going to be the best possible way forward at that point in time. So key word here is decision. Everything goes through a process. When it comes back, it goes to the leader, and it may go back to the team again with either an approval, a disapproval, or a redirection. I will say this, that I don't ever like to send something or just back no, or don't respond. And that happens all the time. When I sold real estate years ago, if you were asking $300,000 for something and somebody came in with an offer of $150,000, you could say, well, it's not even worth a response. Well, you always respond, and you respond full price back. People get offended about the offer, and it's like, don't get offended. Somebody's trying. They don't know. Maybe you might go for it someday, depending on what's happening. But you always respond back, at least with what the full price, with the full asking price was anyhow. And if you even get a bad proposal, you might respond with, hey, we need to sit down and talk about the direction again, or whatever. It might be a very small thing, but it goes through a process. Acts chapter 15, verses 35 and 36. Asking questions about proposals and digging in a little bit. Curiosity is a great fuel for showing that you care. Proposals are better than plans because proposals don't have to be perfect. And that's we should mention this too. You want to build the kind of safe harbor in your teams where people are never afraid that they're going to get in trouble for an idea or a statement, even if it's completely wrong. We're not throwing rocks at people for saying things or even making wrong decisions. If you do completely wrong, we're still there to help, right? Because we're talking about discipling somebody and developing them, not condemning, criticizing, or the other things. So you want to make sure you have a safe harbor as part of your culture.